Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to flow the text from page 1 to page 2. So we're going to click on the text frame. We're going to make sure it's selected. We're going to click on the red plus. You see that the text is loaded in our pointer. And we're going to go down to page 2. And we're going to go up to the top of the margin. We're going to hit the key Option for a Mac or Alt for the Windows. And we're going to click and we're going to place the text. We're going to click once and place the text. It populates the column with text, and you can see that the cursor is still loaded with text. We're going to come over to the right column, and in this case we're actually going to create a new text column, and that is going to thread the text from the left column to the right column. So we're going to click and we're going to drag, and we're going to do the same size as the existing margins, and the text flows or threads from the left column to the right column. Now we're going to thread the text from page 2 to page 3, and this time we're going to create a double column text frame that we're going to flow in the text from page 2 to page 3. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new 2-column text frame. So choose the text tool, come up to the upper left margin, we're going to click and drag, and then as we're doing that, as we're clicking and dragging, on our keyboard we're going to hit the right arrow once, and you'll see that the columns are created to fit perfectly in our double column text frame. Now we're going to choose the black selection tool, and we're going to thread the text from page 2 to page 3. We're going to click on the right column on page 2 to highlight the text, and then we're going to click on the red plus, and that will thread the text from page 2 to page 3. So we're going to come over to the columns that we just created, and we're going to just click, and it automatically flows the text into the text frame that we just created that has 2 columns. Now we're going to flow the text from page 3 through the remaining pages of the document, and we're going to do it automatically. So we're going to click on our right column on page 3, and we're going to click on the red plus. Now that we know that the text is continuing, we are loaded. The pointer is loaded with text. We're going to come over to page 4, and this time we're going to populate the rest of the document, all of the pages, with text, and the text will follow the columns that have been created. We're going to come over to the upper right margin on page 4 in the left column, and we're going to hit Shift on our keyboard, and we're going to click, and that will populate the rest of the document with text. So everywhere there's the columns that were created by the margins, there will be text. It does that automatically, which is great. However, there are pages that we do not want text to be on. So for example, page 5, we do not want text over the top of our image and our headline. So we're going to select both columns. We're going to click on the left column, and we're going to shift click on the right column, and we're going to hit delete. The text is not being deleted, just the text frames, so the text will continue to flow to the next page. So again, we're not going to want text over page 7, so we're going to shift, we're going to click on the first column, shift click on the second column, hit delete, and the text again continues to flow throughout the document. It is not deleted, it's just those text frames. We're going to replace all the double returns, so basically these double returns, with just a single return. And to do that we use the find change function. So put your cursor in front of the first word peas in the first paragraph, go to edit, go to find change. This is the find change dialog box. We're going to make sure the direction is forward. We're going to make sure that we're searching the entire story, and we want to take away the double returns. So we're going to go put our cursor in the find what field, click on the special characters, and we're going to do end of paragraph, and that's the code for the end of the paragraph, or the return. In this case we're going to do 2 of them because there are 2 returns here. So we're going to click on the special characters again and do another end of paragraph, and do another end of paragraph, that is going to make it so whenever there is a double paragraph, it will find it, and we're going to change it so it's just a single paragraph. So we're going to change to a single paragraph. So basically, this is the two P's are a double return, and the single P is a single return. And so we click on that, and then we find the first time that's happening, and it highlights the double return, and we want to change it to a single return. So that works just fine. Now we're going to do change all, and that will change all of the double returns in the entire document. And we're going to hit done.